I'm Cliff Watkins. I'm the athletic director and head football coach at Glenrose.
My name is Desiree Shahan, and this is my 5th year here in Granbury High School. I'm the head volleyball coach.
My name is Chad Cheesy. I am the boys coordinator and head football coach at Granbury High School.
My name is Sandy Langford, and I coach at Glenrose High School. I'm the girls athletic coordinator, the head volleyball coach, head track coach, and I've been here 6 years. I was a high school athlete, college athlete, and my high school coach was a huge role model for me. And so we just always talked about me going back and coaching under her. And, you know, it was never really an option. It was just, I was going to coach.
My dad was a coach, and I just got to see how my dad impacted my friends and guys that, you know, didn't have a great home life, and that my dad was able to kind of take over that role for friends of mine that I grew up with, and just seeing him be a part of that, and then that's really kind of what made me want to go into it.
I first fell in love with volleyball. I knew I loved volleyball. I played in high school and in college, and so I just couldn't give up the sport, and so it started as that.
I was a competitive kid, and I loved having a ball in my hand, and it didn't matter which ball, soccer ball, basketball, football, baseball, it didn't matter. So I wanted to be able to do that throughout my life, knowing realistically the odds of me becoming a professional athlete in any sport were slim to none. And so that was one motivation, and the other one was I had a 7th grade coach, and he coached me in football and basketball, just a good-hearted man.
And I think that's one of our biggest jobs as coaches, is stepping up and just taking control when we need to take control. When I was a position coach a few years back, you know, there was a couple kids in my position group that if they weren't going to get a ride or they weren't going to be cared about, they weren't going to get to practice. And so for a couple of years in a row, there was a kid that I would go pick up every single morning. Sometimes we'd have to go get him breakfast, and we would have to take him home, and all those kind of things. But it's so easy in our community and our day and age to just give up on somebody instead of taking the extra step and, you know, caring for that person and giving them what they need to be successful. And maybe that's going to be what they need to go on and be successful in life.
It's fun to see a kid cry in your office because mom and dad aren't home, and he's living with grandma, and grandma doesn't understand, and this has gone wrong, and this has gone wrong, and this has gone wrong, and you pour life into that kid. And then 5 years later, he comes back and goes, "Coach, this is what I'm doing. Look, I got a wife, and I got a kid in the way, and I'm being successful at work." That's fun. It's not fun initially. It's fun.
We have a saying, the rough is only mental. I think victory, I get victory. And I think just them coming out knowing who they are. I get emotional. I have some traditions that I do, and I write letters to the girls. And so in the letters, that's when I talk about verses and the mustard seed, and I may have them put a mustard seed in their shoe, or, you know, and then we carry it on pre-game, and then we'll go after game. And so we continue talking about what's in the letter, not just at night the day before they play, but throughout that week.
I tell them all the time, like, my goal is not just to win ball games, but it's to teach you guys how to be good humans. And I say it that way, and they all kind of laugh, but it's being, you know, it's serious. Like, I want them to be able to be a good communicator. They need to know how to stand up for themselves, and when something's not right, you know, have the courage to step up and say, "Hey, this isn't right."
Our core values are compete, respect, elite, selfless, and tough. And we talk about them a lot. And competing. I mean, competing, yes, we want to compete on the football field, but we need to compete in the classroom. And they need to compete in life. They need to be respectful. We talk about respect in so many different levels, but being respectful to people will get you so far in life. Just showing respect to the people that you're coming in contact with. And so if we can teach them those life lessons, then I think they're hopefully on the right track.
With me coaching for as long as I have, and I have a really close relationship with all of the girls, and it's so neat to see, a lot of them are doctors and vets and pharmacists and some are coaches.
Getting to catch up with all of the kids that I used to coach and see where they're at now, and seeing them become coaches or become nurses and doctors and stuff. It's really fantastic to see.
We impact so many lives over every single year. Just pray that we as coaches are the role model that those kids need, because they spend so much time with us. That would be my number one thing, is just please, all of the people that are coaches across the state of Texas and the United States, just that they are the role model that they need to be for those kids, because some kids, they're the only male role model that they're getting ever. So that would be my number one prayer.